Hey everyone, Spike here. I don't normally do a video this quickly from my previous blog, but there has been a huge announcement that has been made in the furry community. Furry Connection North FCN, after 6 years, had decided that they would end their run. This kind of started in 2008 with the focus of doing a party atmosphere instead of the traditional panel and event focus. And within the few years that they have been around, they went from an attendance of 350 to over 1,200, which is pretty quick, about the same level as like FWA. But they originally were supposed to be around 5 years, and they decided to add a 6 year. So what happened was that they wanted to evaluate what changes they would have to make without compromising their core focus. And in the process of making those changes, some of the senior staff decided that the amount of work would be unrealistic and would potentially compromise the integrity of the event. And some of the senior staff have actually decided to retire instead of continue with the event. And so they have made the announcement that Furry Connection North will not be returning in 2014. And I already have a question about this. Why can't they get someone else to help? If it's getting that big, hire more help. But for now, it looks like FCN is not going to be around. So, yeah, I can't imagine how the Michigan Furs are feeling right now, as well as everybody else who likes to go to FCN. There is another thing I need to say before I end this video. I am back in my college classes. I have a class called Critical Thinking, and they made an announcement today that next week they would have a guest speaker. And when I heard who it was, I tried the best I could not to have a reaction to this. The name is Gary Yulovsky, who is a vegan and an extreme animal rights activist. He has been associated with PETA and the Animal Liberation Front. And they announced that next week he'll be appearing in my classroom to talk about what he does and do a Q&A session afterwards. I really don't want to hear from him, but I have to. So what I'll do is that if I'm able to, I'll try to take video of this. There is a Q&A session afterwards, so and I will absolutely grill him. But if you don't know who he is already, he has been featured on the PETA episode of Penn and Teller's Bullshit, and I highly suggest that you take a look at that, because this guy is absolutely crazy. So, we'll see what happens next week. So, for now, Spike Pap logging out.